You know that person who never posts anything on social media? Maybe it's someone you know. Maybe it's you. While everyone else is documenting every meal, every sunset, every moment of their life, they're just living it. No captions, no filters, no proof. From the outside, it can look like they're missing out, but there's a strong chance they've actually understood something most people haven't. The less you feel the need to prove your life online, the more real it begins to feel. That silence isn't emptiness, it's clarity. Think about this for a moment. When was the last time you posted something? Now think about the last time you almost posted, but didn't. That gap, that hesitation, is where the psychology lives. Because in that moment, your brain runs a quiet calculation. Will people like this? Does this make me look successful enough, happy enough, interesting enough? Is this version of my life worthy of approval from people I barely talk to anymore? Sociologist Irving Goffman explained that humans naturally wear masks to control how others see them. Social media didn't invent this, it amplified it. It took a normal human behavior and placed it on a permanent stage with an audience that never forgets. A post isn't just a moment anymore. It becomes a record, something that can be judged or misunderstood years later. So the people who don't post, they've stepped away from the performance entirely. Research shows that about 30 to 40% of social media users are what psychologists call lurkers. They scroll, observe, but rarely share. The word sounds negative, but studies published in Frontiers in Psychology found something important. When pressure to perform mixes with fear of judgment, the mind experiences anxiety and exhaustion. Choosing not to post is often a psychological defense. Your brain is protecting you. Constant comparison is one of the most damaging effects of social media. You're watching highlight reels while living ordinary days. Even when you know it's curated, your nervous system still absorbs the message other people are ahead, happier, doing better. Self-determination theory tells us humans thrive when they feel autonomy, control over their choices. Social media works against that, turning self-worth into likes and reactions. People who avoid posting aren't antisocial, they're preserving control. Studies also show that people with stable self-esteem feel less need to broadcast their lives. They scroll to stay informed but stay quiet because they value boundaries. When you see them in real life, they're rarely lonely. They're present, grounded, engaged with the moment instead of framing it for an audience. Here's the trap most people miss. Even passive scrolling creates comparison. Promotions, engagements, new homes. Your subconscious doesn't care if it's staged, it just registers lack. People who don't post understand the game is rigged. Why compete in a system where everyone else controls the camera and the story? This is also why many people prefer platforms like YouTube over Instagram or TikTok. YouTube allows presence without performance. No one questions your silence. You just watch, learn, think, and exist. It's psychologically safer. Another pattern shows up: fewer relationships, but deeper ones. Research consistently shows that emotional closeness predicts happiness far better than social quantity. 5 real conversations matter more than 1,000 reactions. Silence doesn't mean disengagement. These people are often deeply observant. Psychologists call this private self-awareness, focusing on how things feel, not how they look. Without constant image management, the mind has space for reflection, values, and identity that doesn't depend on applause. Choosing not to post isn't hiding, it's power. Some moments lose meaning when they're performed. A sunset feels different when you're not photographing it. An achievement feels better when it belongs to you alone. The irony is this: the traits that lead people to step away, control, self-reflection, security, are exactly what social media claims to offer. The people who opt out aren't rejecting connection, they're rejecting the terms. So what if the people who don't post aren't missing out? What if they understood it first? Because at the end of life, no one wishes they had posted more, but many wish they had lived more. The quiet ones aren't hiding, they're just living. beyond the reach of the camera. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more psychology-based breakdowns like this one. And if you'd like to support the channel, joining as a member helps make these deep explorations possible. Your support truly matters.